I think it's on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Anthrocon 2015, which apparently is still the largest furry convention in the world. And with this year's theme of the Viking invasion, I have ordered the board of directors to wear these historically inaccurate helmets all weekend long, so you will be able to recognize them by the helmets. At least until the batteries run out. Yep, we are welcoming back once again in the we are welcoming back once again our friends from Sign Language Interpreting Professionals. We have Bick over there, and if anybody does need to see him, we have seats up close for folk who love to watch those amazing biceps of his. I promised him I wouldn't do that, but I do have one little thing. You might notice the sign. Last year, I asked our graphics person to kindly make a sign that said ASL in sign language. So he did. That is not what I wanted. So thanks to Tani Darial, we have a new sign for these folk here. Shift this back and we see the BBF cam on that we can see it there. And I understand that Big Head mentioned to me that the folks from Sign Language Interpreting Professionals wanted to take a moment to say something before we began. Which he's doing now, I guess. Okay, Duke, yes, please come along. I'll let you have this, because when they give it to me, I just talk.
Okay, at Sign Language Interpreting Professionals, every year we award someone with the Slipper Award, because our agency is SLIP. And the award goes to either an individual or a company who has shown that they really want to be inclusive for the deaf community. And over the past few years, Vic and I have interpreted Anthrocon, and we've noticed that you go above and beyond to be inclusive with your deaf attendees, and you make sure the communication is there, and you're still continuing to improve every year. So this year we would like to give you the award, the Slipper Award. So.
Inside there is a certificate that we're giving you and a donation to the charity. A quick story too. Like Lauren said, we've been impressed since we started coming here 2 years ago. But last year, we had a person in Pittsburgh that we're all very close to, that we like very much, who's a deaf-blind individual. And at the last moment, he had asked if he could come. And it was an extra accommodation that you guys all had to make, and it was last minute. It would have been very easy to say no. But after Friday night, Mr. Conway was nice enough to come up to us afterwards, and he said, whatever you need to make it happen, we'll make it happen, because we want everyone to be included in Anthrocon. And again, me and Lauren were extremely impressed and touched by this, and that's one of the biggest reasons we wanted to give you this award today.
Thank you very much. And since Anthrocon believes in giving back, when I was sent the artwork for that sign, I just was like, dude, that's so cool. So I thought not only to make the interpreters or interprefers a little more visible, but also to include them in our community, I had that put on some t-shirts here. And I didn't have any real idea of sizes or numbers and everything, so I just we've got an assortment, so here, have fun. And thank you very much. And our interpreter will continue over there, and since she's new, I'm not going to pick on her. Yet. Okay. Now, actually, these do get rather hot, don't they? Take that off and put that there. It's like being in a fursuit. Okay. I would like to introduce, before we get to our luminary guests, I would like to introduce folk to our charity for this year, and I hope the representatives have made it because the room was dark and I didn't want them to trip when they came in. The Western Pennsylvania Humane Society is on site here, and any charity events we have will go to help out the animals. Do we have some folk from Western PA Humane Society? There they are. Don't trip. Please don't trip. Yeah, you know this is the one that works. Oh,
That's right. Well, I wanted to, first of all, introduce myself. My name is Sarah Shively. I am an assistant program manager at the Western Pennsylvania Humane Society. I've been working at the Humane Society for about 4.5 years. I've been in animal nonprofits for about 8 years now. This, who is slightly more exciting than I am, is Adora the Bull. Get it? Adorable. I'm not against corny. Adora is my personal dog. She's a certified therapy dog, and she was adopted from the Western Pennsylvania Humane Society. She came into the shelter when her owners could no longer keep her because they were moving, and she was in pretty bad medical condition. She had a raging skin infection, amongst some other issues going on, such as an autoimmune disease. I met her in the shelter and I immediately fell in love with her. She has a wonderful disposition that I knew she would make a wonderful therapy dog, so she could teach people how wonderful shelter dogs are, as well as pit bulls. And I knew she had to be mine. So a couple months went by and we got her cleared up medically, and then I adopted her. We went through training to become a certified therapy dog team, and she passed her therapy dog test within 6 months of me taking her home. Which is pretty awesome. She's 8 years old now. She's been a therapy dog since I got her when she was 5. And she is actually kind of a Pittsburgh celebrity. A lot of people know who she is. You can follow her on Facebook. It's Adora the Bull. But she does some wonderful stuff educating people about how wonderful shelter dogs are, the wonderful work that we do at the Western Pennsylvania Humane Society. And, you know, it's so awesome to give a dog a second chance, or a shelter pet in general. So the Western Pennsylvania Humane Society, we've been around for 140 years. We are the oldest animal nonprofit in Pittsburgh, and we do some awesome work. We're an open door shelter, so we take in every animal that walks through our doors. We never turn an animal away. So if it's 15 years old, we don't turn it away. If it's sick, we don't turn it away. We are there for animals when they need us. And that's, you know, that's why we are what we are and we do what we do.
Who's that sneaking up behind you?
Oh, this is Barkley. Barkley will be joining us for the weekend. And we are just, the Western Pennsylvania Humane Society is so excited. I mean, you guys are so amazing, and we are so excited every time you come to Pittsburgh. So we are absolutely honored to be the charity this year, and we could not be more privileged and more excited. I mean, our staff is like through the roof, like they can't wait. I mean, they're totally pumped. So we are excited to be here, and we are honored that you chose us, and we are gonna have an awesome weekend, so stop by and visit us. We're gonna have some adorable pets. You can come by and meet Adora. She'll be there. There'll be some other therapy dogs there, some cute fuzzy kittens. So stop by and visit us, and we look forward to seeing you and meeting you.
Thank you very much. Before you go, the Slipper Award, which was so kindly awarded to Anthrocon, by the sign language interpreting professionals. It comes with a monetary award. They made a typo on it. They misspelled Anthrocon. They spelled it Western PA Humane Society. So I'll let you guys know. You're very welcome.
First of all, did I miss that giant ship in the weigh-in? Because we managed to get a huge number of pre-registered attendees. We had over 4,200 pre-registered attendees, and yeah. And as of right now, we have over 5,400 total registrations. I could not be happier.
I really did only order 6,500 badges, so I hope we don't have a big rush today.
Sam, you'll be handwriting the extras.
If you see someone running around with a Weston Post-it note that says Anthrocon on it, that's going to be the next badge. Okay, what else shall we discuss?
Hi, KP with programming, and have just a couple of announcements that we wanted to go over. There is a slight change in addition to the fursuit parade this year. Everyone, there is a revised map in your registration packet. So we ask that everybody take a look, because part of the fursuit parade this year will be going outside for the citizens of Pittsburgh. This is completely voluntary, so if you do not wish to go outside, you don't have to. There will be a breakaway point where you can come back to take a rest. If you wish to continue with the parade outside for people in Pittsburgh, there is a map. It will be going under the convention center. We have blocked off 10th Street for the duration of the parade, and then we'll be culminating and coming back into the convention center for a cool down. But again, please check the map in your registration packet. It is fully outlined there, and we want everybody to be prepared. Also, because of the volume of participants in the fursuit parade, we are asking that everyone allow enough time to be able to get to Hall A before 2 p.m. That is when the photograph will be taken. Please allow yourself at least 1 hour to get in, because we are anticipating somewhere on the order of, I don't know, 15,000 million bajillion fursuits this year. And there will be a lot of people crowding not only elevators and escalators, but also the corridors trying to get towards Hall A. So please allow yourself enough time to get there.
So when he says Hall A, he means it. Yeah, you see what I did there? It's a joke because... Sorry.
Also, we do have a unique and new event this year here in the main ballroom. It will be tonight at 8:30 p.m. For those of you who are familiar with such musicians as Fox Amore, Pepper Coyote, Rhubarb the Bear, Cosmic, Matthew Ebel, and quite a few others, they will all be performing together on one stage as a group called Banthro. It's going to be a really nice concert. Again, please arrive a little bit early, but that will be tonight at 8:30 p.m. And if you would, take a moment to thank all the musicians for coming together and putting together a really nice show. And the final note, we do have panels by both our guests of honor, Ms. Kimlin Tran and the famous Chicken. They will be doing some really good informational panels about the history of the chicken. Some folks will be able to do tryouts for voice acting type things.
At 11:45 today for sponsors and super sponsors, noon for general admission. And fursuit photography will be open at approximately 2 o'clock today in room 308. We can accommodate very large groups. We bought a big backdrop. It's big. So if you want your special group to have a combined fursuit photo, we are more than capable of handling it.
Giza, you got a mic.
Does it work? Hi everyone, my name is Giza. I'm the operations director, and I just wanted to let you know that we have an operations office up and running in room 309, just across the way. If you lost something, we have lost and found there. If you have any questions, if you need any help, if you need to speak to someone from security, come on by. We're here from 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. every day. We also have a presence in the Weston on the 3rd floor in the Crawford room, so feel free to stop by there if it's later in the evening and you need any assistance. Thanks.
I bought a whole box of these. What should I do with them? I think Big needs, yes, Big definitely needs a hat. There. This Conway guy's a douchebag, and I'm going to kick his ass. I love doing that. Why is everyone laughing? I'll stop, I promise. Okay, once again, Rigel is hard at work, I believe, setting up the charity table, so the charity table will be the first thing you see when you go into the dealer's room. We've gotten some bright yellow table covers for it, so you cannot miss it this year. Do not forget, we also have our con store, where the Anthrocon t-shirt will be on sale. It is not the design with the yellow and black cat on it. That is a design that is sold by the city of Pittsburgh. And the artwork by Tani Darial, we were very grateful to have. And I was particularly excited when I got a phone call from Visit Pittsburgh, and they said, "Do you think the artist would let us use that design for the welcome banner?" And I said, "Gee, I don't know." She's really shy, but thank you, Tani, for helping to welcome folk to Pittsburgh. Vic is so happy that he can take the hat off.
Sam, our new ASL interpreter, does not have a hat.
If he comes near me with that thing, I'm going to punch him in the teeth.
Sam, do it.
Vic is right, he's a douchebag. I'm going to kick his ass too. Not bad. A tiny request, and I promised I would make this request. The Bistro restaurant over across the street at the Courtyard by Marriott, it is the breakfast restaurant. It's in the back and is only open for breakfast. There's a nice lady there named Carla who is absolutely desperate to have her picture taken with a red fox. So if you are or know a red fox and would like to go to breakfast tomorrow at the Bistro restaurant in the Courtyard, ask for Carla. She would love to have her picture taken with you. She asked me that specifically this morning, and I told her I would pass it on. Anything else?
Yes, Sam, for the charity table, Fizz Otter, who also did all of the laser work and creates these wonderful fursuit tags that everyone will probably be getting as soon as opening ceremonies ends, has donated a group of tags that are species specific. So if you happen to want a tag that says, instead of a number, fox, wolf, otter, pony, or hyena, among others, those will be available either through raffle or for bidding. And there are also two extra large ones, one that says 2015 and one that says macro.
Is there one that says cockroach?
Is there one that says what?
Cockroach.
Hot? Oh, cockroach? No, that one got stepped on.
Business, go have fun.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, we got a...
Oh, hail the great giraffe.
Something?
Yes.
Lauren, are you doing that?
He's like, what the hell?
I'm not going to do that again. No, I'm not going to do that again. Welcome to my favorite part of the convention. No, my actual real favorite part is going to start in about 29 minutes.
What is that, Sam?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing ceremonies of Anthrocon 2015 in its 10th year in the most livable city of Pittsburgh, and it continues to be the biggest furry convention in the known universe. How big is that? Well, I know a guy who's gonna tell ya.
I can't thank you all enough. First, I want to thank our friends at MagFest for assisting us with the registration department. Bob, Eli, Peyton, Victoria, Kevin, Dom, and Bloom. Without you folks, we probably would have been lost, but we did really awesome. Thanks to all my assistant directors as well for with your hard work. But let's get into the numbers. 6,389.
No.
Sam, you do realize that we only had 6,500 badges. You were about to start writing out Post-it notes.
Yes, I was very nervous. Okay, next year I order 7,000 badges. That should be more than one. I'll get extras. That was 6,389. 6,389. Someone's got to do some math. 6,389. Giza, you got a number. How many of those were fursuiters in the parade? Do you remember that number? 1,460? And the whole fursuit parade thing, we tried a different paradigm this year. We thought, let's see what happens if we take it outside. We weren't sure if it was going to work or not. Do you guys think we should do it again? Put that down as a maybe. I'm not really sure what that means. The people of Pittsburgh did seem to enjoy the fursuit parade. Visit Pittsburgh made those lovely signs that say and it was a heart with a paw in it, Anthrocon. When they initially sent me the design, it was just a paw print. And I said, no, make it a heart with a paw in it. They said, but it's cute the other way. I said, listen, if the signs say I paw Anthrocon, that's...
That was the sign outside of one of the restaurants.
Yeah, that was tonic. Thanks, boys. Now, some of you might have seen the fursuit parade. We took it outside, and the people of Pittsburgh did come down to see. The official estimate of the city of Pittsburgh for the people who came down to watch our fursuit parade, who were not members of Anthrocon, was approximately 5,000 people on the streets. When it was done, Visit Pittsburgh just about pleaded with me to do it again next year. And I said, yeah, we would, but it was awful expensive to do. And I said, we'll talk. This is called business negotiations, my friends. All right, so we have had a very, very large convention this year. We have had an amazing turnout for fursuiters. We also, this year, were very, very, very blessed to invite the Western Pennsylvania Humane Society to join us. I'm going to turn it over to Rigel, who will say some things that I don't know.
Well, first I'd like to invite, and here they are, the representatives from the Humane Society. These are And now the moment that everybody's probably all been waiting for, the actual numbers. We started with a elevator bet that was made with the Dorsai and various people at the Westin. That brought in about $20. We also had a Dr. Gervasi's survey in the dealer's room. They always provide a donation based on survey responses, and they gave us $150. Several first-rooters went out with donuts and sold donuts for charity, and they raised $178. The puppet show also raised money for the charity. They brought in $200 for us. Additionally, our sign language folks gave us some money for the charity. That was another $200. We appreciate that. One of our previous directors was unable to stick around with us this year and is dealing with family issues at home, but he sorely misses being here. So Ruth provided us $324, 1% of last year's total as a donation. Additionally, one of our previous EMS folks on staff, Ferb, who passed away several years back, his family provided us some comics from his collection to provide for charity. And we spent the better part of the past year auctioning them off online, and were able to provide a total of $324 from that to the charity. Additionally, the poker tournament raised $1,320 for charity. At their table, the Humane Society raised $2,093 for merchandise sales. Our Fursuiter Bucket Brigade went out and did a fantastic job this year. In fact, one particular one, Winter Skywear, nearly ran his voice out, going crazy, raising money for us out there, and did a fantastic job. They raised a Bucket Brigade record of $3,735. Our charity raffle this year also went off the charts. Last year we only raised $3,400 for the raffle. This year we raised $4,215 in the raffle. You are all also very generous in your cash donations to the charity. You all provided them $5,736. The Caligantu Comedy Show is always a fantastic draw and brought in $6,470. And the charity auction this year brought in $8,860. One last item we actually have to add as well. From our t-shirt sales, we are adding a donation of $2,000 from sales of Anthrocon t-shirts. And all this brings us to a record-breaking total of $33,684.
You're so welcome.
And what we realize is that next...
Naturally. That's the mascot thing. All right, now, at this point, I pretty much run out of things to say other than to go on for a long time about how you guys rock. And it is not these people up here who make Anthrocon what it is. It's all of you, and we are ever so grateful that you guys have turned this into the Pittsburgh institution and international phenomenon that it has become. That's because of you guys. I just signed the checks. These guys, they just bleed and cry. You guys make Anthrocon what it is. Staff members individually, but there's about 250 of them, and that would take a long time. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to feed them instead. That's even better. So what I'd like to do is, if any other board members would like to have some closing comments, then things to remind people of, I will throw out our dates for next year, the 30th of June through the 3rd of July. And Chiaroscuro, would you remind me of what our theme is for next year?
All right, I'll remind you of our themes for the next 3 years, folks. Next year, our theme, because it is Anthrocon number 20, will be Roaring 20. Our 2017 theme will be Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We were slightly inspired. And our 2018 theme will be Movie Monsters. Subtitle, Rawr.
And if anybody's worried about Anthrocon going anywhere, we have signed contracts with the city of Pittsburgh through the year 2021. We're here to stay. By then I'll be dead, but hey, what do I care? Okay. I'm trying to think of what else to say. I'm not going to say. I'm going to... Guys, say stuff. Say things. I'm going to murder two for this. These guys have no idea what I'm talking about, and don't tell them. It's going to really screw them up, ain't it?
We did have a couple of things we wanted to mention. We wanted to thank everybody who made the Fursuit Dance competition a huge success. I've never seen this ballroom filled to standing room only all the way in the back where we couldn't put anybody else in. So thank all of you for that. Also, I want to thank Fernando's for the t-shirt that read on the back. Somebody pointed this out to me. It says, "Save the Earth. It's the only planet with chocolate, pizza, and furries." Why are you doing that? You have fur balls all over you. I know. I work with fursuiters. Shed happens.
You've been hanging out with a chicken too long.
He fed me that line.
Uh-huh. Make any of it happen if you don't tell us.
Sam,
yes.
that URL is anthrocon.org/survey.
Yes.
Work on your mobile phones, no problem.
Real easy, anthrocon.org/survey. Also, if you lost anything this weekend, look around. If you don't have something, if you're missing a tail, a wallet, your left leg, anything like that, please stop in our operations office. We're moving it over to the Crawford room tonight, are we not?
We'll be moving it over between about 6-ish and 9-ish.
Which is like now?
So at 9 o'clock, we will be fully up and running out of the Crawford room. And if you lose something, come on by and we can try to find it for you.
Yes, that Crawford room is in the Westin on the 3rd floor. We got a lot of things and we don't want to have them. We want to give them back to you, so please do stop by. Because if you do not collect them, they're going to go home with me and I'm going to spend the next week going through them and I'm tired. Mr. Chicken. Hour of 6 p.m. on the, whatever the heck day it is. 12th of July, something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. We look forward to seeing you next year between June 30th and July 3rd, and I'm going to now officially declare Anthrocon 2015 at a close. You can always go to the Dead Dog Party. Okay. Raise your hand if you want this to be a week-long convention. Okay. Chairman, programming director, registration director, operations director, there, yeah, see how you like it. Get out of here. Thank you all very much.